Today I am going to talk about my indicator named volume break. So this kind of interface, then we have bar color, then if you want to show table, it is there. Okay. So you can say there is given, in the table it is given whether trade is active or not, what kind of trade, short or sell, what was the entry range, what was the initial risk, what is the current risk, and what is your next target, and what is running profit. If we go to input, then we have number of bars to check in the front and back. What is your percentage risk? The reason being is that everybody has a different appetite of risk, and volatility increases as the time frame increases, because in 1 minute child frame you will have different kind of volatility compared to 1 hour chart, because 1 hour chart will have 60 high and low, 60 candles of 1 minute chart, and there are traders who trade positionally, and there are traders who trade intraday. And then you have, in certain cases, you can take crypto, you have certain brokerage value, you can kind of put it there as well. This is you to trail your stop loss to minimize your risk. So you know that there is a trend happens in any particular chart, and there is a breakdown of certain level, breakout or breakdown of certain level, and you need to understand whether that particular breakdown or breakout is genuine or not. For that, we have used bar color of all the candles. Means if a bar is green, that means the trend has been positive, and the first bar indicates that there is a healthy bullish bar. Same goes for candles which are red, where first candle is healthy negative or healthy bullish bearish candle, and it goes on. So if certain candle is not fulfilling like criteria of bearish or bullish, it will take the trend of previous candle, and it goes on. So here you can see the red candle was initiated, even though price moved up, the candle did not have significant, let's say, volume or price action. That's why we given them as a bar, certain color. So if I remove the, let's say, bar color, then you will have original bar color void here. You can see that the green candle, then red arrow, you can see trend is there. But if I apply the bar color coding of indicator, it will showcase whether the trend or particular price action was positive or negative. It is relative, so take that as a kind of learning, not as a accuracy. And then you can see that there is a sell zone, or you can say here buy zone would have been created. So sell zone means that if a trade is activated, let's say trade is activated at this candle. So because there was a certain level which was broken down, and it was broken with like volume or price action. So once it retraces to that particular level or that particular zone, you can take the trade. So here entry zone was this level, and our stop loss is calculated from the highest stop loss. So this one 318 is a difference between these two. And then you can see that as soon as the price moves to 1x or 1x plus your brokerage, then your stop loss shifts to your cost. So you, through this indicator, you are getting, like, you are reducing risks to minimum level. And as the price goes along, like in a positive direction of particular trade. Let's say here we take a bullish trade. So as price moved up, your trailing stop loss moved up as well. Same goes here. So if let's say if I want to take intraday trade in Bank Nifty, so you know that trading take place for let's 6 to 6.5 hours, and we won't get so many 15-minute candle. So if I want to take intraday trade, I can go with 1-minute candle or 3-minute candle. Both are okay as long as you're happy with trading, like taking entries, then that is okay. So here you can see in 1-minute chart, trailing stop loss did not happen. Like from here, supposedly yesterday, like previous day, trade was generated, and you can see that there is a like next day on the 24th day, again like in the mid of market, then stop loss failed. But if you go to 1-minute time frame, you can see that different trades were generated, and through this indicator you can opt out of a trading, opt out of entry. So here you can see that I am seeing this much stop loss. Supposedly I don't want to, like here I have put 3% as my risk. I can put it as a 0.5, let's say, because 0.5 will be around 200 points. If I want to reduce that as well, I can take say 60 points. So what are the different trades that are qualifying to my risk? Okay, so you can see that that trade was not activated, and there are trades where there is a less risk. So here it was, you can see 0.3 accounts for around 100. So here only risk of 100 points or less was trade that have a risk of 100 point or less was initiated. So here you can see that 100 point risk was generated and trade is still going on. If I go to Nifty, I generally use 1-minute charts for intraday trading. So you can clearly see that, and you are getting huge profit. 42 point was risk, current risk is 83 points. That means you are already in profit if you exit at like this 3x level. But even if you exit at current level, you will be benefiting 120 points. That is around 3 times of your risk. That is pretty huge in trading. And there are how many trades? Let's say I'm taking as intraday trades. Okay. So if I am taking intraday trades, as soon as the day start, previous trade is kind of nullified, and you can say one trade, 0 loss, next trade, profit, third trade, big profit. So you can clearly see that there are benefit of all this. And there are, let's say I'm going to 5-minute chart. So if I'm going to 5-minute chart, I need to understand that volatility in 5-minute will be almost 5 times of this, or let's say 1% at once. So you will see less trades. Just one trade is activated. That's why you need to kind of to increase number of candles. You need to better take trade in lower time frame, especially in intraday. But if you want to take, let's say, bullish trade or positional trade, then you can go for big kind of trades. So supposedly I'm going for positional trade and I have a risk appetite of 1%. It's okay. So trade was generated here, but could have easily introduced, and then it gave around from, let's say at this point, 17,600 to 17, almost 200. So 400 points. And if it took a hedging position, generally if you're taking positional trade, my recommendation is go with option hedging. So bearish hedging would have been good trade here. Here, bullish hedging would have been a good trade. Same goes here. You can see clearly it is giving so many points. And even here, we can see that in such cases, you will not get much trade, or you can say I am taking 10-minute charts. So it's up to you at which point do you want to kind of, at what level or what time frame do you want to trade based on your types of trading. If you are 9 to 5 job person, you can opt for positional trading with putting alert. I am using it as a kind of, just if I am getting notification in my mobile, I can just exit my hedged position. So it is kind of easiest way for 9 to 5 job people. And for intraday traders, they can just monitor the screen and see where signal is trying to either exit or interrupt. So you clearly see if you have like good amount of risk, you can kind of wait for the retracement to the level. And you can clearly see that this level is kind of being respected. It is given good signal. So if you want to kind of go further, also I provide free kind of signal in my Telegram channel, which is Algo Signal, Nifty, and you can clearly see I am getting this kind of traits or signals. So this kind of alerts are generated. So if there is a sell signal, you can clearly see 12:47 on 24th of March. And you can clearly see that (24th of March) and 12:47. So live signals are generated in particular trade. And as soon as you are getting your targets, you will get notified of all if there is a trailing stop loss, you will be notified about the trailing stop loss. Target is achieved, next target. Again, once 1x is achieved, trailing is stop loss is kind of shifted to cost 2x. And another thing is that you will be missing is that here you are able to see live support and resistance zone. So supposedly price moves up, and if it breaks this level, this zone or this particular level, then there is certainty of reversal, or you can say there is a exit signal. You can exit even at this point, but you are seeing that the price is below support and resistance level. So you can see clearly this is a further kind of downward movement. And if you want to trade in stocks, so there are certain stocks which have high volatility, there are certain stocks which have no volatility. So you have to keep that in mind as well. You can clearly see for intraday trades, you can clearly see very small stop loss and very big move coming in. Biggest loss, but as price move, there is a smaller stop loss and it gave profit. Here, it gives plenty of time for you to take like entry. You can enter here, you can enter here. You can reduce the initial risk based on your entry. For commodity, since it goes for like 9 a.m. to 11:30 p.m., you can go for 5-minute chart. You can see how it is giving. Even here, you can clearly see that cost to cost. Good signal. Okay. 1x is kind of very much achievable. 1x is kind of minimum target that you can kind of hope for. See here, almost 3x. good profit. Let's go to natural gas, and you can clearly see here in 1 minute chart, you are not getting much movement. So you need to increase your risk. Let's say I'm 2%. How? You can clearly see signals are increasing. You can increase your 3 days, 3%. How things are moving. Yes. So this way, you can kind of, let's say I want to go for positional trade or 15-minute time, 15 minutes time frame. So in all of them, you can clearly see that the big move is coming. What matters is how you trade it. If you are given entry zone, stop loss, risk, reward, and everything, it is up to you to trade accordingly. Let's go to crypto, how it is performing. You can see clearly here. Buy zone, buy was created here, buy zone is there. You got the entry, moved off, exit at higher time frame. Here, there is so much risk, I would try to avoid it. Here, there is a less risk, I will take the risk. Here, I am exiting at almost cost. Sell trade is generated, and let's see how it goes. You can clearly see how it is catching the big moves, very small stop loss. You can see here, avoided. Good move. So it is after you to use certain time frame. Let's go to 2-hour time frame. With 3% risk, you can clearly see what kind of trade it gives. Frank 16,700 to 22,800. Just understand the kind of trade or the kind of signals it can give. Let's go to 1-hour chart. Awesome trade. It gave you like a amazing entry point. So that's all. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. And if you want to purchase the indicator, link will be provided in the description box. Or you can join my Telegram channel for free trades in Nifty. Or if you want to join my premium trading group, then the link is available as well. Thank you.